Hello, everyone. Today we are unraveling one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in history, the story of the Mary Celeste, often called the ghost ship of the Atlantic. This vessel has puzzled historians, sailors, and investigators for more than a century, and even now, no one can say with absolute certainty what happened to the crew of this abandoned ship. It was November 7th, 1872, when the Mary Celeste set sail from New York City. The ship was a 282-ton brigantine, carrying a cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and a crew of 7 experienced sailors. By all accounts, it was a routine voyage, and Captain Briggs was known as a careful and responsible man, admired in the shipping community for his discipline and leadership. Almost a month later, on December 5, 1872, another ship, the Dei Grazia, was sailing across the Atlantic about 400 miles east of the Azores. The crew spotted a vessel drifting erratically. As they approached, they realized it was the Mary Celeste. Something seemed immediately strange. Her sails were partly torn, the ship appeared waterlogged, and she was moving with no apparent control. The crew of the Dei Grazia boarded her, and what they found shocked them. The Mary Celeste was completely deserted. The lifeboat was missing, but the ship itself was in remarkably good condition. The cargo was intact. Personal belongings, including clothes, valuables, and even food supplies, were untouched. There were no signs of struggle, no evidence of fire, and no indication of why the crew had abandoned the vessel. The ship's logbook showed its last entry had been made just 10 days earlier, placing the ship within sight of land. So why would a competent captain and his entire crew vanish without reason, leaving behind a perfectly seaworthy ship? This mystery gave birth to countless theories. Some were logical, others far more sensational. Let's explore them. One of the most widely accepted explanations is that Captain Briggs may have ordered the crew to abandon ship due to fear of an explosion. The Mary Celeste was carrying industrial alcohol, a highly volatile cargo. Some historians suggest that fumes may have escaped from the barrels, leading Briggs to believe an explosion was imminent. In panic, he could have ordered everyone into the lifeboat temporarily, tethered to the ship by a rope, hoping to return once it was safe. But if the rope snapped, the lifeboat would have drifted away, leaving the Mary Celeste to sail on without them. This theory explains the intact cargo and abandoned ship, but no evidence of an explosion was ever found. Another theory is related to water. Investigators noted that the ship's pumps were clogged, and Captain Briggs may have believed the ship was taking on water. Fearing the Mary Celeste was about to sink, he may have chosen to evacuate. However, the ship was found to be seaworthy and had not been in danger of sinking, which makes this theory uncertain. Some darker theories suggest foul play. Rumors spread that pirates may have attacked, but nothing was stolen. Others speculated that the crew mutinied, possibly killing Briggs and his family before escaping in a lifeboat. Yet, again, no evidence supported this, and those who knew Briggs described him as a man of calm authority, unlikely to drive his men to rebellion. Perhaps the most fascinating theories are the supernatural ones. Some claimed the Mary Celeste was cursed, that the crew vanished in a thin air by some paranormal force. Others believed it was attacked by a sea monster, swallowed by the ocean itself. Even alien abduction has been suggested, a reminder of how our imaginations often fill the gaps when reality offers no answers. Over the years, new evidence and investigations have tried to solve the mystery. In the 20th century, chemical tests suggested that some of the cargo had leaked, creating flammable gases. Experiments showed that if a spark had ignited, it could have created a terrifying but non-damaging blast of flame, enough to frighten a crew into abandoning ship. This may explain the sudden departure, but it still leaves the haunting image of a missing lifeboat and 10 people lost forever. Despite endless speculation, the truth remains unknown. The Mary Celeste was eventually salvaged and returned to service, but her reputation as a cursed ship followed her. She was considered bad luck, and no one wanted to sail on her. In 1885, she was deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti as part of an insurance fraud. Even in death, the Mary Celeste carried with her an aura of misfortune. What makes the Mary Celeste so enduring in the world of mysteries is not just the disappearance of its crew, but the fact that everything else was so ordinary. Ships sink all the time, storms destroy cargo, but to find a ship perfectly intact and yet abandoned, it shakes our sense of logic. Something happened out there on the Atlantic that made an experienced captain, his family, and 7 sailors step into a lifeboat and vanish forever. Even now, more than 150 years later, the Mary Celeste remains unsolved. She stands as a ghostly reminder that the sea holds secrets we may never fully understand. Was it fear, accident, foul play, or something beyond human comprehension? We may never know, but the story of the Mary Celeste will continue to drift through history as one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. So what do you think? Was it panic over a possible explosion? A simple navigational error? Or could the truth be something far stranger? Let me know your theories in the comments below, because with mysteries like these, everyone's perspective brings us closer to the truth or deeper into the unknown.